Well, we're gonna go down, look at the green truck here in a minute. Right, Jesse? Jesse. Can't get that darn thing to start. Still not sure what the problem is with that. It seems like every time it rains or is really damp out, it doesn't want to start, especially if it hadn't been run the previous day. But once it starts, and if you go somewhere, there's a weather alert going off. But once it starts, you can drive it all day, shut it off, let it sit, starts right back up. Usually if it sits for a day or so, and it's weather like this where it's extremely humid, it was raining like crazy. Rained pretty much all night last night and all this morning. It's all nice and wet in here from the roof leaking up here. And wet in here as well, got the fans going. You'll have to excuse the noise here just for a little bit. Evidently have a leak up there somewhere that I wasn't aware of. And then the typical water, there's plastic on top of the insulation in this roof, but the original lean-to roof up there must leak somewhere, and it dribbles down the plastic and comes down that wall. It doesn't really hurt anything, just gets it wet when it rains really hard. Not a brand new shop, you know. And I got that turned on. Need to go turn this camera on. And the reason I do this, kind of shown this in the last couple of videos, but the reason I do this is just don't like being down here in the shop. Don't have any windows, although I have thought of putting a window in over there. But don't have any windows, and by doing this, I can see if somebody pulls in or whatnot. Had people pull in before, and I can't hear them pull in. But with that up there, it usually catches my eye and I can spot them, and I see I've got water all over my truck again. It really rained last night. This rained almost all this morning. Let's turn the light on out here. And I've had someone, not sure if it's the same person or not. I know when I did the wheel bearing video, there were a couple, 2, 3 people. They thought the brake line on this passenger side front looked like it was twisted. And I looked at it, and I can see where you might think that. I don't think it is. But I'm going to go ahead and pull this wheel off, and probably pull the caliper off. Just make sure that isn't twisted. I looked at this side. In fact, I'll get a flashlight here. Just by looking in over the wheel, I can see why you would think it might look like it's twisted. I looked at it before. It doesn't feel like it's twisted. And if you look at the driver's side, she pretty much looks the same way, and I know it's not twisted. But I need to torque these wheels down from rotating the tires, and I'm just going to pull the wheel off, pull the caliper off, just to make sure and to put everybody's mind at ease, because I know you're all pretty concerned about it. Also, someone made a comment to never crisscross radial tires. And I'm not sure, maybe that's a thing of the past. I'm not sure. I know you shouldn't crisscross directional tires. These, however, are not directional. How I've always done it, never had a problem. And like I said in the video, seems like everybody has their own way of doing it, and that's the way I did it, is just how I do it, and I've never had an issue. But anyway, yeah, it's a wet, humid, what are the puppy dogs doing? It's a very wet, humid day today. Like I said, it's been raining off and on. Not sure what the temperature is. It's fairly warm. And if the sun was out, it would be downright miserable because it is extremely humid. I think the dew point's way up there. Whoop, buddy just fell down the rock pile. Anyway, enough of that. Gonna get this jacked up, pull this wheel off, and see what we're dealing with. And if anybody's curious about what these impact sockets are that I used to take wheels off with, it's the Astro Pneumatic Tool Company impact socket set chrome protective plastic sleeves. This was actually sent to me through Amazon as a wrong order one time, and I actually like them because these are typical sizes of wheel nuts. Of course, the one I use, I've lost that protective sleeve. This is the one that fits the truck. I think I got sent that by mistake when I was supposed to be getting ball joint press. Anyway, if you are interested in this, I'll link it down in the description below. Alright, so we'll pull this caliper off of here. Alright, just got that off of there. If I go around that way, it's twisted like that. Back here is where it was. If I go around this way, it's going to be twisted even more. So that's where it's supposed to be, right there. And that's what I thought, but like I said, I can understand why you think it looks twisted, but you know, if I go this way, no. And if I go back this way, no. So that's where it's supposed to be. Get this back together now. Slap the wheel and tire back on that, and that little check is done. And like I said, I can see why it looks twisted, but you saw me turn it either way, and that makes it a heck of a lot worse. So that's how it's been, and that's the way it's going to be. And wouldn't you know it, it's another day. Got that wheel back on, and I torqued all the wheels down, torqued them all down to 100 foot-pounds, and then just a little bit more for good measure. Another muggy day today, just wet. And pretty darn warm. You get out in that sun, it's hot. And I think before I do much of anything else, I need to get all this yard mowed. Gotta mow it between the rains so you can mow it again after it stops raining again. It's supposed to rain again this afternoon. And Mama Kitty, when are you gonna have your kittens? I don't know either. So don't know what else the day's gonna have in store after I get done mowing. If I get done mowing, because it might start raining again. Jesse's taking it easy, George is taking it easy. Buddy has found a spot under, well, I think he's back in there somewhere. That's usually where he goes, he hides out in there. And I do have some more things I want to do to the truck. Several of those things I'm not going to be able to do until after harvest. They're just going to be too time consuming. So it's still morning. Like I said, I don't know what the day has in store. It's going to take me about 3 hours to mow the yard. If anything else comes up, I'll be sure to show it, but I want to mention, send in a license plate for the license plate wall. Or if you have anything else you'd like to send into the Fox shop, address is down below. And I just sent off some channel stickers this morning. About 10 minutes ago, I stuck them in the mailbox. And a link for those stickers, plus t-shirts, hoodies, that kind of thing, that's down in the description as well. And I tell you, I just saw a picture this morning. I think it was in our Facebook group, OBS Revolution, which would be that group right there. Same as that group. But I just saw a picture in there of a guy, I'm not sure where he was from, and he got the rear bumper from John Shield, and I'm telling you, that looks sharp. I think I may have to do that on this truck eventually. I mean, this bumper looks fine, nothing wrong with it. Brand new bumper from when I redid the truck, but John's style of bumper and color matched to the truck. I tell you, it looks pretty darn good. So possibly one of those in the future. Well, I gotta go get the mower ready, make sure I got fuel for it. Get to mowing, and we'll see what comes up after that. Well, got done mowing a little while ago. Doesn't look the greatest. It's got a little clumpy in places. But anyway, nothing much on weather yet. There's some scattered storms floating around, little things. We could see 2 to 3 inches of rain tonight, I guess. I don't think we're supposed to get anything severe, really. But you never know. It sure feels like it could. Might just be some good old thunderstorms. So I'm not quite going to wrap this video up yet. We'll see what goes on tonight. If anything interesting pops up, I'll record it. And I just got done telling you we aren't expecting any severe weather tonight. However, a tornado watch has just been issued. Expires at 10 o'clock. Right now it's about, I don't know what time it is, 3 o'clock, 3:30, I don't know. And the only other thing I'm doing right now, if you've noticed the truck isn't in here, put her in the old shop. Anyway though, I have this light over here, and occasionally I plug it into an extension cord. I want to wire this in so it comes on when I turn these lights on. If anybody has an old light like that you're willing to part with, I'd be more than happy to take it off your hands. I need another light right over here. But anyway, right now I'm gonna get this wired up. Not a big deal. Got my light up. Doesn't do a lot, but it helps. And we got some rain coming over there. I was gonna head over to that old gas station building. I was just kind of looking through the windows. I've got the door screwed shut. The latch wouldn't keep it shut, so I screwed it shut. And there's a couple of cupboards in there that I'm gonna swipe and repaint them and put them in the shop. But being that rain is about a mile away, maybe not even a mile away, I can hear it coming across the corn. You probably can't, but it's coming. I don't think I'm gonna go mess with that right now. But here it comes. It's gonna rain pretty hard. Just what we need, more rain. I don't think there's anything severe in this stuff. Still in a tornado watch till 10 o'clock, so for the next 5 hours, I guess. And the wind's gonna pick up just a little, or a lot. That old windmill will really get to twisting and turning when the wind gets blowing really hard. Well, been having more rain. Don't think we're gonna have any severe weather tonight though. Well, it is getting darker off in the west, I guess. I still don't think we're gonna get any severe weather tonight, just rain. And that's okay. Anyway, this is one of the cabinets that I pulled out of that old gas station building. I don't think it was original to the gas station building because these look like they're probably from the 70s, I don't know, maybe 60s. It's all metal, and it's a fairly heavy sucker, but there's a sticker somewhere here. Yeah, it's Youngstown Kitchens. American Standard, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I think this would come in handy. Need to clean it all up. I'm gonna paint it. And there's a couple more over there I might move over here too. They're not this big. May get them tomorrow. It's getting kind of dark, and especially inside that building it's getting dark. Only problem is I don't know where the heck I'm gonna put the darn thing. I like having my wrenches hung up over here on this pegboard, quick and easy to get to. And a lot of this stuff though could go somewhere else, like inside a cabinet. So I may consolidate some of this down, maybe get rid of two pegboards up here. Maybe I'll get rid of one and put all the wrenches and stuff just on one side here and hang that cabinet right in here perhaps, and then a couple more off over this way. Not 100% sure. I gotta think about that just a little bit. But I wiped this down real quick, like this stuff here. This was just gunk. This top was really dirty and it just ran down the side. It's not like paint or anything. It's basically just grime and dirt. But I'm gonna scuff that all up a little bit and I'm going to repaint it, make it look good, and hang it up on the wall. And I kind of like this one because, well, you got the 3 parts here, but then there's also a shelf down here that you can put stuff on, and it's not flimsy, I'll tell you that. This thing is it's pretty heavy. So might as well put it to good use. Anyway, been going on long enough. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.